Hello everybody and welcome back to the Fortress of Solitude. Today we're going to be checking out Alan Scott, The Green Lantern Issue 1 by Tim Sheridan and Cian Tormey. Following on from Jay Garrick and Wesley Dodd's series that began in the last couple of weeks, Alan Scott finally gets his own series and it's off to one hell of a beginning, forgoing a lot of the usual superheroics for a more personal story about Alan's relationships, detailing one of his earliest relationships with a man named Johnny Ladd, who he joined in a secret project to contain the Crimson Flame, a power which will soon be wielded by the Golden Age Red Lantern, who we first saw back in Jeff Johns' Golden Age special. I really love the mystery that Tim is building up with this power and this Crimson Flame character. We never truly see it, we only catch fleeting glimpses of it and the aftermath of its destructive powers and the toll it takes on Alan's life, especially since it seems to be targeting Alan. Probably the most interesting thing about the book though, and the thing that's going to upset a lot of ignorant people here on the internet, is Alan and Johnny's relationship, which is core of this issue and probably this entire series. It's an interesting look at a gay relationship in the 1930s, a time where doing such things could lead you to go to prison, a mental institution, or even worse, and Tim explores the fear Alan feels for his and Johnny's relations really well. It's a really cool, different fear for a lantern to have, the fear of being outed and alienated and branding a freak from society, and one we see Alan try and conquer, since conquering fear is something a Green Lantern does. It's also surprising to see it being used by the government to blackmail him into working with the JSA. The JSA working with the government isn't something new, and whenever it pops up, I'm always interested to see how a writer plays with this. We've had it done so many times over the years with Darwin Cook, and recently with Jeff Johns, also tackling it in his Golden Age book and his JSA books, and I like that Tim builds on what we've seen in those books, and while he's only dabbling in it in this issue, I feel we're going to get a lot more across the remaining 5 issues of the series, especially since the entire point of the blackmail is to get Alan to work with the JSA, and we know he eventually does and eventually finds a family within the JSA, so I'm intrigued to see how this all goes and how the JSA maybe end up helping Alan against the government, since the hero-government partnerships are always tumultuous at best. The book's ending is also a real shocker, as Alan, suffering a mental breakdown after learning the gunman he supposedly stopped is his Johnny, books himself into Arkham Asylum, and if the next issue's story name is any indication that's hinted at in the last page, it may be to try and undergo some sort of conversion therapy. That's a real heavy story to cover, and I really applaud Tim and his team for tackling these subjects head on and bringing attention to these very real things that happened in history and in some places still happen. Tim's passion for these characters is very clearly evident, and the time taken to build up the man under the mask is really important, especially since at times a lot of writers forget that and just want to focus on the big action and spectacle and the mask and the cape and leave all of the actual character development to other writers or not even bother with it at all. Cian Tormey's art really complements Tim's work here and really shines through this issue, capturing the humanity of these characters and the lives they live, while also giving us small tastes of the action the book can be capable of, as well as some really neat use of light and negative space. Alan Scott's return to his own Green Lantern series was intimate and personal, focusing on the man under the mask, his fears, and what makes him put on the ring every day, all couched in an intriguing mystery that builds up a brand new villain for the hero. There will be a lot of people that hate this book just because it gives a platform for gay characters, but fuck those people, this book was great. I'm going to give this issue a 10 out of 10, so definitely check it out and support it, especially since Tim is giving every bit of his royalties he makes off of this book to the Ellen John AIDS Foundation, an extremely worthwhile cause. And if you're in the mood for more JSA goodness, definitely check out Jeff Johns' JSA series and the Golden Age special, both of which this book spins out of.